Hello, everyone. It's time to open up a new chapter in this storybook that is Georgia FC as they start their Week 3 here at home, Silverback Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia. It's NISA Soccer on NISA Plus, National Independent Soccer Association, Independent Professional Soccer. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Silverback Stadium here in Atlanta, Georgia. Larry Weaver here bringing you all the information as we're getting prepared for kickoff. John Reno will be in just a few minutes to give you the play-by-play. Let's talk about this setup that we have here, the first chapter of what will be the Georgia Derby here in NISA. We have Georgia FC welcoming Savannah Clovers FC here to Silverbacks Park at tranquil Atlanta, Georgia for this inaugural season. Today begins this rivalry that we hope is going to be as entertaining for you as it is for us. When we take a look at the setups that were last week, unfortunately, Georgia FC fell to Michigan Stars FC 2-0. As well, Savannah Clovers FC, they won their match 2-0 against Club de Leon down there in Orlando, Florida. When we look at Georgia FC, they are 0-1-1. And they are at the bottom of the table. Michigan Stars right now, 2 wins in 2 matches, 6 points. They sit at the top of the table. Maryland Bobcats FC, 1 game, 1 win. They're in second place with third. Savannah, like I said, they won last week against Club de Leon. They have 3 points. They also have 2 losses on the season. Club de Leon, 2 matches, 1 draw here for week 1 against Georgia FC and losing at home to Savannah Clovers. Georgia FC getting that draw, that late goal from Club de Leon for it to be a draw, and then losing up at Romero Stadium. You look on the west side, you see that Los Angeles Force, they're at the top of the table, 4 points, 2 matches, 1 win, 1 draw. Irvine Zeta FC, they 2 wins, 2 draws. Capo, same thing, 2 wins, 2 draws. Arizona Monsoon, bottom of the table, 2 matches, 1 draw, 1 win. That's where we sit in the standings. We look at the schedule for this week. Michigan Stars, they're going to welcome Club de Leon FC tomorrow to Romero Stadium at 7 p.m. Eastern. Los Angeles Force, they're going to take on Capo FC at Veterans Memorial Stadium, 10 p.m. Eastern as well. And then on the 28th, Irvine Zeta FC, they're going to welcome Arizona Monsoon FC to Championship Stadium at 8 p.m. Eastern. That gets you caught up on all the things that are around the league. As we do, we're going to bring in John Reno as we get these first bits of this match underway. And John, want to talk about the keys to this match. And when we talk about the keys to this match, we first have to talk about last week, what Georgia FC needs to do. They need to set the tone early. They need to dictate the pace and get Savannah Clovers off the ball a little bit. Defense, they need to stay in sync. This is what caused the 2 goals last week. The defense allowing that ball to bounce around in the box allowed for the 2 goals, and then they need to get the ball to the main man, Patrick Okonkwo.
Yes, indeed. Patrick Okonkwo, their star striker for Georgia FC. They're going to look for him today to give them a lift, get this ship going back in the right direction after the loss last week. Okonkwo scoring the first goal for the Georgia FC in their inaugural season here. And looking forward to this derby matchup here today, Larry. NISA Soccer and NISA Plus. Passion, pride, rivalry. That's what they say. And we're just a few moments here before kickoff. Georgia FC hosting Savannah Clovers FC. Beautiful spring day here in Atlanta, Georgia. The weather's about 80 degrees, a little bit of a breeze, little clouds in the sky. Wind shouldn't be a factor. We got a little bit of a gust, but looks like perfect conditions for beautiful conditions rather for our beautiful game today, Larry.
Definitely so. When we talk about what Georgia FC needs to do against Savannah Clovers, they need to stop number 21, McLeod, Jedediah McLeod. It was his early goal, that strike right before halftime, that put them in 1-0 over Club de Leon, and then Club de Leon with a late red card in the 67th minute, and then that leads to the second goal from Hayes in the 80th minute. So they need to dictate that midfield. A few faces different today for Georgia FC as they're starting to fill out the roster.
Yeah, as we said, this is their inaugural season, so they're still trying to shape things together. This being their third match now. And with a victory today, they can move up the table, as well as the Savannah Clovers FC, as well as bragging rights for the state of Georgia. And we are about 3 minutes from kickoff here. And the walkout is about to begin.
And then that'll allow us to step out for opening ceremonies. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Silverbacks Park for this NISA matchup between Georgia FC and Savannah Clovers FC. At this time, if you can, please rise for the playing of our national anthem.
All right, the anthem is finished, and we're about to get underway here. Home team Georgia FC be wearing their blue kits today, all blue kits today, and the visitor Savannah Clover FC in their all white kits today. Georgia FC will be playing from left to right on your screen for the first half, and Savannah Clovers will be moving from right to left on your screen. So all the opening ceremonies are concluded. And we're about to get this derby match underway. Bragging rights for Georgia here in the Eastern Conference here in NISA. Teams will have their last minute instructions here. The Georgia FC in their huddle. Big match for them today, Larry.
Yeah, this is a huge match for Georgia FC. They need to get points. It's a long season, but these are the matches where they have to do it. They have to do it at home. They have to get these 3 points against what is going to be a cross-state rivalry here with Savannah.
Yes, indeed. Georgia FC looking for their first victory today. Savannah Clovers FC looking to build off their victory last week.
And John, this is a big match for Savannah Clovers because this will be 4 matches in a row, and now they're going to take a long break. Their next match isn't until May 15th when they welcome Georgia FC to Memorial Stadium down there in Savannah, Georgia.
So these teams, or Savannah Clovers will be playing this team back-to-back, but there'll be an extended break in between.
And then Georgia FC, their next match will be at home next week against Club de Leon, the team that they played the first week here at home, and with that 1-1 draw.
And Club de Leon will be looking for revenge in that one, Larry. All right, so Savannah break their huddle, and we are about to get ready, folks.
Looks like Georgia FC is going to get us started with the Zara ball, the official kickoff ball of Nisa Soccer, the official ball of Nisa Soccer.
And Patrick Quanco will get things underway here as soon as the referee blows the whistle.
Center official is Christopher Haggerty tonight.
And we are underway, folks. Georgia FC takes the kickoff. They switch it over to the near side. And they'll drop it back to the keeper. That's Elijah Clark in goal for Georgia FC for this match. A little bit of pressure from Savannah. Right along the touchline. That's Herrera losing it. Savannah now. Back to Schneider. Schneider. Over to Nelson. Nelson switches it up over the far side. That's to Leon. Pressure by Georgia FC. Now moving to the middle, trying to cross midfield. Dispossessed and foul given. So free kick right at midfield for Savannah. Now chip in and too soon. Referee's going to back that up and let them do that again.
Got a little zealous there, John.
Amped up for this rivalry match here. It's Hargreaves with it. To Schneider. Back to Hargreaves. To Nelson. Nelson's going to send it back to his keeper. It's a long ball, 50-50 ball. It's going to be taken by Savannah. Cross midfield. Over on the far side. Surrounded by a few blue jerseys there. And Savannah will retreat back to midfield. De Leon with it. He's going to send it long and have the play. And onside is Savannah. They try to pass in the middle, and it's cleared away strongly by the defense.
Good work by the defense for Georgia FC that time. They learned from the mistake from last week. Don't think about it. Don't let that ball bounce in the box. Clear it out. Yes, it's going to be a corner, but that's okay.
Yep, quick decisions. All right, so we're going to get corner, our first corner in the match here. Be a left-footed strike here for Savannah. Into the box and headed up by Savannah, but the wrong way for them, unfortunately. Now, Georgia FC trying to break out here.
Good ball from Cerro.
Good ball from Sarah. There's Vaughn with it. Along the touchline, it's going to be cleared away by
Herrera with a nice run down this near side there, John. It was good work, Cerro to Herrera doing the overlap. Savannah doing the smart thing and just clearing that ball out.
It's actually cleared away by Moyers. So we'll throw it in for Georgia FC. A little back and forth here near midfield.
It was a good flick forward there from Gabo to Rios. Rios wins the foul.
And foul called, so we'll take this. Now Georgia FC working over to the far side. Trying to find their way. Break through. Now here's a chip in the box onside. Right outside the 18. Trying to get it around his man. Not able to. And shielded off nicely by Savannah.
Good work by the Savannah defense to hold off that attack. Hold the man up on the back line, force him to move it back.
All right, they work it back down to Herrera. Herrera looking for Boateng, but it's going to come back to Rios Hernandez. He moves around his man, passes intercepted, but he gets it back. Rios Hernandez gets it back. He's inside the 18 and tried to cross it, but it's cleared.
Bounces right off his head as he clears it off of the defender, trying to win the first corner for Georgia FC, not able to do so. Rios, good ball forward there, just nothing to work for.
And so I'll have a goal kick for Savannah. The keeper, Jack Crichton, sends everyone out. He's going to send this one long.
24-year-old British goalkeeper.
There's a long ball, 50-50 ball, headed forward by Georgia FC and sent back in by Savannah. So giving chase to it. He's going to drop it back to his keeper, and it's going to be cleared way out of play.
Clark would want that one back, John, because that one just didn't get a good contact with it. Sent it right on outside for a throw.
Yeah, that play just got away from him a little bit there, Larry. Savannah now at center circle. Chip in on the near side. Again, Savannah backs up to midfield.
The other
That's
British
Hargreaves.
man. Yeah, the other British man on Savannah, Hargreaves.
Now they're going to send it on the far side. And now there's Moyers with it. He's going to drop it back. And Aquanco was there to disrupt that play. And they'll drop it back to Crichton. Crichton sends it long. It was looking for Hayes, but finds the head of a Georgia FC player. Let's chip back in. Giving chase is Mendoza. And Savannah, it's going to go off. It's going to go off Georgia FC.
Going to be a corner. You see a little bit of miscommunication there between Adenihi and his other support. I was trying to see who that was on Georgia FC that he was working with there.
So corner number 2 of the half so far for Savannah. There will be a outside in swing here. Into the box. And finds the heel of a Savannah player, and it's headed out of play.
Good job from Boateng. That's what got us in trouble last week. We allowed balls to just bounce around, get second, third chance balls in the box. Good work there by Boateng.
So we'll switch up the other side. Savannah will have a corner along the near touch. This will be a right-footed strike. Into the box. And headed forward by Savannah, booted up in the air, and we get a whistle. Foul given.
Good work by the back line for Georgia FC early in this match. 8 minutes in, looking already 10 times better than what we saw last week up at Romero Stadium.
Clark's going to go ahead and dish it off to Fouled. Clark's going to get it back. Here comes pressure from Savannah. Sue with it.
Got to watch out for number 21, McLeod. He was the big-time winner last week. That strike was just amazing right before halftime.
Yeah, Hargreaves with it. He gets it back. And we get a Savannah player down. Foul.
And kind of a silly foul from Okonkwo there. Just kind of let him know he was there. A little bit of a tap on the shoulder. Good job. Hargreaves feeling the touch, goes down, earns the foul.
Okonkwo just wanted to introduce himself, Larry.
Okonkwo, a huge name here in the Atlanta, Georgia market. Been around with Atlanta United as well as other teams in the area.
Just an excellent player. Georgia FC is fortunate to have him on their squad. All right, Clark drops it off for Sue. Sue having a slide. But Savannah, just ahead, too far, ahead of Lundin.
Yeah, Zaragoza he just kind of fumbled that little pass there, had to slide. Luckily he didn't foul, but he coughed that ball up in a very dangerous spot for Savannah Clovers. Lucky to get out of that unscathed.
Georgia FC on the far side. Cerro tangling up with the Savannah player, so we'll get a free kick right there on the far side touch. Early in the first half here, just past the 9-minute mark. If you're just joining us, you're watching NISA Soccer on NISA Plus. Georgia FC hosting Savannah Clovers FC. Georgia FC in their inaugural season, match number 3 for them. They're looking for their first victory of the season. Now long kick in and headed in into the goal, but offside. The flag is up.
Herrera got that absolutely right, John. Shame that he was called offsides. Let's take a look at that again. You can see an absolutely perfect ball in to the box. As it comes in, Herrera gets past his man. That was really tight for me, John.
Goal kick for Savannah. And ball's going to go out of play on the far side. Going to be throw for Savannah. So close but no cigar for Georgia FC.
And last time we were here, they had another one that was called off as well.
There they come out and charging down again, Larry. That's Rios Hernandez calling for a ball. He gets it right in the box. A little heavy touch, but he has the control of it still. And back to Sue. Sue's going to send it way high and wide.
The South Korean is going to want that one back, John, because he had ample opportunity for a shot on goal. You see this ball come across. Beautiful layoff for Gio, not able to do anything with it. He slides it across for So from Cerro, and he just blazes it up into the rafters.
Yeah, just not a good strike at all on that one. I know he would like to have that one back as well, Larry. So goal kick for Savannah. Strong kick by Crichton. 50-50 ball. And it's going to hit the turf and sent back at midfield, but headed back in by the Clovers. Boateng on the sideline.
And John, I was able to talk to Coach Garcia before the match, and we were talking about the keys to the match, and he definitely agreed that Georgia FC needed to dictate the pace earlier in this match, and you're already seeing it here in these first 12 minutes.
So throw for Savannah, and it's going to get headed back to Clark. He'll scoop it up. There's Palencia with it. Over to Sue. Man up. That's fouled with it. He's going to send it long.
Adeni
had Herrera, but offside.
He had tons of opportunity and space there, John, and he just delayed that ball forward to Herrera and allowed Herrera to be in an offside position as that ball went forward. Adeni needs to be a little bit quicker with that ball.
So free kick for Savannah. Crichton out of the goal to take this one. And the strong leg to Crichton. Boots this one away. And off the head of a Savannah player, and Sue's going to let it roll past the touch. So throw here for Georgia FC. Deep in their own defensive third. And there's a clearing attempt intercepted. And Savannah inside the box, working his way around, but nice defensive play. But Savannah still threatening. Martinez with it. He's going to drop it back to Schneider. Schneider, oh, just out of the reach of Lundin.
Another great job from Zaragoza. He needed to get that right, John, because that ball was in a very dangerous position. Don't need to get a penalty. Being in the box like that, was able to shield the man.
Sue has a man on him, and he's dispossessed now by Savannah. Into the box, trying to work his way around his man. Gives it to Mr. Moyers, and he sends it high over the goal. So Money Moyers with an opportunity, not able to get it on frame.
This is an opportunity that Savannah will want back, because So completely mistaking what was going on, loses the ball at the top of the box, shot taken, and that one just lifted off the bar. So the journeyman, last year he was with he was with Chattanooga FC last year. He's the Drury University man.
So Georgia FC on the attack on the far side, looking for some help. He's going to draw it back. He's going to chip it, but too far for Herrera.
I think the adrenaline is starting to wear off, John, and we're starting to see a few passes that are just a little bit off from Georgia FC. They need to maintain control and structure.
Well, Savannah able to create a couple of opportunities for themselves, but not able to cash in. And Georgia FC, they need to see if they tighten things up a little bit, as they had two potential giveaways here so far in the early going. But the score remains 0-0. Savannah with the throw. Sue trying to keep it in. He does here on the near touch. He's going to drop it back to Valencia. He's going to send it back to Clark. Georgia FC, they'll try the far side, bring it up. Again, pressure by Savannah. Throw for Georgia. That was a bit of scrum there at midfield. Turnover. It's going to go to Savannah. As it goes, as a call foul, so it'll be free kick right at midfield.
And John, this gives us an opportunity to say, for the latest scores, stats, standings, and news, visit nisasoccer.com.
Savannah throw. Long one headed forward, but intercepted by Georgia. 50-50 ball is eventually going to come away, potentially by Georgia, but Savannah player is there to take it away. That's Nelson. But Georgia FC has it back. There's Boateng with a shot. But Crichton was right there. Nice positioning by Crichton. Able to knock it down and scoop it up.
Good job by Boateng being able to get a shot. Make Crichton work for it there. It was a good shot on goal. Good work between Okonkwo and Herrera. When Okonkwo was pressing the man, Herrera was staying on the man on the opposite side, not giving Savannah an out. And they had to play that ball, and they played it right into the feet of Boateng for that shot.
Meanwhile, Sue trying to keep it in, but it goes out to near touch. So they'll be throwing here for Savannah. So Hargreaves with it. To Nelson. Hargreaves with it. Once more sends it back to Nelson. Pressure by Georgia FC. Sends it back to Crichton. Crichton sends it long. And headed forward. A bit of a dangerous play, but the sure-handed Clark was able to scoop that up.
That was a confident decision there by Zaragoza to head that back to Clark there.
It's called having faith in your keeper.
But as a team, John, that's what you want. You want that back line to have confidence in their keeper, because then they can move forward, and their midfield is going to be confident knowing that defensive line is there to protect them, and they can move forward, and then that allows the forwards to then be in threatening positions.
Exactly. So we're going to get another throw here for Savannah. On the far side. Ball in. And it's Moyers alongside, and it's going to go out. Off play. And Georgia will get the ball back here. Approaching the 20th minute mark. No score.
You saw our center official go over there as that little scrum happened. Just make sure, quash any opportunity for any bad genes happening. We saw what happened last week with Savannah Clovers and Club de Leon that resulted in the red card in that 67th minute for Club de Leon. Don't want any shenanigans like that happening here at Atlanta.
Ball high up in the air, 50-50 ball. It's going to wind up. Oh, just kind of no-look pass goes to Sue instead. Or Herrera, rather. Over to Sue. But once more, Savannah. They will take back control. At midfield, they're going to drop it back. Nelson with it, but he's got a man on him. He's got 2 men on him, 3 men on him. Now Schneider sends it ahead. And giving chase. And it goes out of play.
Great work by Adeniyi just to hold up any opportunity for Clovers to get into the box. Let that roll out, escort it out for a goal kick. You can see Coach Garcia letting the guys kind of free float in the midfield and the forwards. You see Boateng started over here on the near side. He's now over on the far side almost as a left winger. So he's allowing his guys, and these guys have been with Garcia throughout the years. They were a part of Jenga Atlanta. That was also Atletico Atlanta back in the 2020-2021. So these guys know what Coach Garcia wants, and they're able to flow out there on the pitch to the where they feel most comfortable.
You see with the throw. Nelson boots it high up in the air. Clark is there. Quickly dishes it off, but again, Savannah with the pressure. Forcing mistakes on Georgia in the early going. But Georgia able to get it past midfield, but once more challenged by Savannah, and we get a foul here right at midfield.
Gio with the foul there. We're starting to see gaps in the midfield from Savannah, which are giving opportunities for Georgia FC if they can get that ball out of that defensive line.
So free kick once more at midfield for Savannah. Nelson at center circle. Pass is intercepted, but he gets it back. Over to Moyers. Moyers to McLeod. Over to Martinez. There's a give and go by Savannah now. Moving into the 18. A little bit of heavy touch, but he's able to catch up to it. But, oh, shot on goal. And Clark was there. But the flag is up. Or actually, we're going to have a corner.
Yeah, that ball bouncing off of Clark and going out. It'll be a corner. Take a look at this, John. You can see here a mistake on the back line. This was what we were talking about. You see, as this ball comes into the box, missed by Adeniyi, and it allowed for that opportunity. Clark able to get a hand on it, push it out.
So another corner here for Savannah. Into the box it goes, and up, and Schneider took a crack at it, couldn't get it. Now cleared away finally by Georgia FC.
All hands on deck defending there, John.
So the ball will go back to Crichton. Crichton's going to quickly boot it away, 50-50 ball. And we get a foul called on Hayes.
And that's what I was talking about, John. Georgia FC, it's not worth trying to let that ball bounce around in the box. You got to clear it out.
Rios had it, both stripped. Hargreaves. Over to Moyers. Moyers at center circle past midfield now. He's going to dish it off on the far side. Moyers getting it back. Now he's going to send it in the corner looking for McLeod. McLeod has it. He's going to chip it back looking for Schneider.
Good tackle from Herrera.
Herrera able to get there to break that up now. He's going to get a chance here on the near side. He's got a Quanco in the middle. Can he get to it? No. Nice play by
You see what it was doing there, John? Just like we talked about in the Keys. Try to get the ball to Okonkwo. I think he just tried that one a little too much. He was trying to force that ball up there to Okonkwo.
Well, Schneider with Savannah has it. Out near midfield, a little bit of pressure by Georgia. Crossing the 23rd minute now. Looking for McLeod, but offside is the call.
Good job by that back line holding it, letting McLeod be offsides Also, go back just a few minutes ago, John. Great IQ from Cerro. When he received that ball at center circle, he saw that Okonkwo was offsides, elected not to send that ball forward, elected to move it back, try to get something going forward.
Now back to live play. Rios got two men on him. Handle that pressure well. He's going to get it back. But Hayes right on him. Pass attempt knocked away and cleared away. Clark is going to boot this one away. But Nelson is there. Oh, here's a chance for Boateng, and Boateng, takes a shot and a diving stop by Crichton. Crichton way out of the goal. Best chance of the match so far for Georgia FC. Boateng not able to cash in. Great save by Crichton.
Boateng should have pushed that ball a little bit past Crichton. Then he would have had an opportunity for an angled shot. Goes ahead and tries to take the shot. Same thing that happened in the home opener 2 weeks ago. Had an opportunity right to the keeper. Going to have to work on that for Boateng.
So past the 25-minute mark here. Still looking for our first goal of the match. And Georgia FC just had their best opportunity, only to be thwarted by Crichton, the keeper for the Clovers. Now looking for Herrera. Leaves a little short there for Ciro. Now Rios in the middle. His pass intercepted. Boateng has it, though. Over to Ciro. Booted up in the air by Schneider. Herrera with it on the near side, working his way in. He's got two men on him. Oh, splits the middle nicely into the box. Looking for Okonkwo. Okonkwo takes a shot, and he scores! Patrick Okonkwo puts Georgia FC up 1-0. What a play by Okonkwo, Larry.
Fantastic goal from Patrick Okonkwo. You see here, Herrera splits the men, gets into the box, slides it over to Okonkwo. He's got to work hard, slots it, nutmegs the defender, back of the goal. Okonkwo, 1-0. Fantastic work.
Beautiful goal by Patrick Okonkwo here at the 26-minute mark. Puts his team up 1-0. Huge lift for Georgia FC.
And we talk about Patrick Okonkwo. Got to get the ball to him. He's the superstar. Part of Atlanta United's system. He was recently over at Kalanchi Pro Profile. He's had opportunities to play at this level. He doesn't let you down.
So let's see if Savannah can respond. You could argue that they were in control for the better part of this half so far. But now they find themselves down 1 goal. Hayes in the near corner. And ball is out, and they're going to say it's out on Georgia FC. So there may even be a foul as well as we hear a whistle. And we see Mr. McLeod goes down for Savannah. So Hargraves is going to take a free kick just right out inside the touchline here on the near side. Deep in the defensive third of Georgia FC. It's a great opportunity here for Savannah to try and find an equalizer. Waiting on the whistle here. Kick is in the box and headed out, and foul called, whistle called, so.
This is a great punch out by Clark. Got the foul as well. Earning that cap tonight there between the sticks, Elijah Clark.
Georgia FC looking for Herrera. It's going to go past him, and Rios has it now. He's going to chip it ahead to Herrera. Herrera with a chance now. Rios gets it back. Rios once more splits between the two. Oh, a little too far ahead of Sarah. But Georgia FC has it back in the corner of the 18, and shot is off the mark and kept in by Herrera. He's going to send it in and headed forward. Nice defensive play by Savannah to get that out. Now Sue with it. Sue looking for Rios. Sue's going to get it back and chip it over Cerro. Boateng with it. Boateng winds up on the dirt, and foul is called.
Earns the foul the hard way there, John. You see the play of Georgia FC. They're starting to flow now. That ball goes over. Dummy run by Cerro. Boateng tries to make the turn and is just clobbered down.
Yeah,
looks to
Boateng's
be okay.
Up. Yeah, looks to be okay, but Georgia FC feeling it after that goal. Creating some more opportunities for themselves here as we're starting to get in the latter part of this half here, this first half, leading 1-0 now. This rivalry match. Savannah Clovers FC taking on Georgia FC in their inaugural season. There's a shot just over the top bar.
Good idea there from Cerro.
Nice effort, but just a little too high.
That's a hard one, John, to get it up and down with that much space. But you know the journeyman from Aurora, California. Last year he was with Rio Grande Valley. The year before he was with Chattanooga FC. He's a man that knows how to move around. I think we have a substitute possibly for Savannah.
It sort of looks like we have someone coming in here.
Yes, we do, John. It's very early for a substitute in the 31st minute.
So that's Ainskow. Ainskow coming in for
Hunt, the South
Hunt.
African.
So Savannah with a relatively early substitution. Ball head up in midfield. Rios is going to take it for Georgia FC. He's looking for Herrera. Herrera's going to drop it back to Sue along the near touch. Sue. As a little bit of a breeze starts to pick up here at Silverbacks Park in Atlanta, Georgia. You're watching NISA Soccer on NISA Plus. Rios sends it back over to Sue. And now let's switch it up over to the far side. It's Fayad now, but he's going to go out of play here. Quick throw by Savannah. Savannah looking to respond to that goal that they conceded just a few minutes ago. There's Hayes in the box, battling away, taking, and there's maybe perhaps. Larry. Thought there might have been a penalty call there, but no call.
We'll watch it on the replay. That was definitely sold as a penalty. I think it was good acting, but we'll look at it on the replay when we have a moment.
And the referee elects not to dish out the Oscar for that one, Mary. Now at midfield, Georgia FC. Clark is going to get it back. Over to Mendoza. Mendoza bringing it up. He's got Sue on the near side. Sue looking for Herrera. That's taken away by Nelson. Nelson to McLeod. Nelson gets it back. They're going to drop it back. Here's pressure by Rios and Aquanquo. Crichton boots it to past midfield. Hayes is there for Savannah. But Georgia FC comes away with control once more. Sue on the ball. Sees Herrera. Herrera moving in the box. Nice pass by Sue. And there's a shot. And tipped away by Crichton. And a shot. The rebound is shot high.
I think there were
Georgia
fingertips
FC wants a
there.
penalty here.
I believe there was fingertips. That'll be a corner. Let's take a look at what just transpired. You see as this ball moved forward by Herrera, getting around the captain, slides it into the box, a touch by the keeper. Boateng, they're trying to say
They're trying to say that, yeah, they're trying to say that number 6, Moyers touched that.
And I was just going to say, John, with Savannah, a bit different of a setup from Coach Proctor when he brought in Anskoff. That's a defender, or that's a midfielder coming in for a defender. So that's changing the structure of how their attack is.
So they're going to go ahead and get this sorted out.
And trying to find one of the Zara balls to be able to get this play underway.
So number 10, Zara for Georgia FC will take this corner. Another great opportunity for Georgia FC, almost cash in again. And apparently high and wide and not off the fingertips of the money man on Savannah now. Kick in the box, low, headed for by Savannah. Out to Rios, right outside the box. Rios is going to get it back. Moves around his man. Chips it in and headed into the goal! Oh my gosh, 2-0 now. Goal for Georgia FC by number 2, Kevin Herrera.
Kevin Herrera doing a yeoman's work tonight all over the pitch. Look at this ball in from Cerro. Gives it to Rios. Rios gets around the man, lifts it up, puts that header on frame, and nothing that Crichton could do there. 2-0, Georgia FC.
So Georgia FC coming on really strong here in the latter part of the first half, Larry. Have taken command of this match, 2-0 now. They lead, and they are feeling it now.
Yeah, Herrera, the 22-year-old, he has just been all over the pitch, John.
He's certainly been a playmaker for Georgia FC so far this half. And he's given his squad a 2-goal lead now. As we're past the 36th minute now, starting to get late in the first half. Now Savannah Clovers, they have their work cut out for them now, Larry.
Coach Proctor's going to really need to make some wholesale changes.
That's Hayes along the far side for Savannah. Draws a crowd here in the corner. He's got 3 jerseys now, and it's going to finally dispossessed. Boateng with it. Pushes up, and there's a foul on Aquanco. It's a Georgia FC free kick. Aquanco take his time getting up there. He's up. He's fine. The first goal scorer of this match. Sue with Georgia FC. Pass for Rios is short. Hargraves with it. Schneider on the near touch. McLeod, number 21, with it. Gets it back. He's going to have to drop it back. Hargraves with it. They're going to switch it up. They're going to go over to Moyers. Moyers under pressure. Booted up in the air. Hands go to the Georgia defense. There's a foul from behind.
Good foul earned there by Gaboy. Just stand up, let the man take you down, earn that foul in the midfield. Get a reset here in the 38th minute. Very, very impressed so far with what Coach Garcia has put together for us here.
Long pass looking for error on the far side, but too far. Morris with it at midfield. Sends along. Clark is there, and Hayes was there. And Hayes showing a little frustration kicking the goal. So the referee took note of that. Now Georgia FC. Mendoza Looking for Boateng. Warriors disrupts that with a header, but Boateng has it back on the far side. And he goes down, and we get another foul called. So Georgia FC is really taking over in this latter half of the first half here, Larry.
Exactly what we talked about in pregame, exactly what the squad needed to do. They needed to dictate the pace of this match, put Savannah on their heels, already have 2 goals. Now they're going to have a real opportunity to start to get some more goals in and start to raise that goal differential that they have, and that'll push them higher up in the table that we need them to be.
So a free kick here for Georgia. Let's see what they elect to do. Just looking at a 2-man wall here. Over the wall it goes into the corner and headed by Georgia FC, but past the goal line, goal kick for Savannah.
Adenihi got a head on that one, but wasn't able to get anything on frame, and it just kind of floated out. It'll be a goal kick coming up from that center back role that he has.
Okay, Crichton. The Savannah keeper has been under duress last several minutes here. We'll take this goal kick. He's going to send it long. And 50-50 ball headed up by Sue. And Savannah's going to come away with it. That's Martinez for Savannah. Drop it back to Hargreaves. Hargreaves sends it over to Moyers. He's going to chip it ahead and perhaps too far, and yes it is. It'll go past the far touch. Throw for Georgia. As we're past the 40-minute mark. Savannah down 2-0 here. Would love to get one here and cut this lead in half before the halftime whistle. Now Savannah's going to retreat, backing up all the way to Crichton. Crichton just outside the box. And Herrera's going to head that, intercept that pass, and it's go out of play.
John, it's like we're calling his name for every play tonight. He is just all over the pitch.
Very active for Georgia FC this first half. Mr. Herrera. Nelson, nice play to keep control of that. Hargreaves under duress. He's going to have to kick it back to Crichton.
Nelson, the Austin Texan, he was way under pressure there.
All right, Savannah coming away with it past midfield. Martinez. He has a man here on the wing and finally gets it over to him. Right inside the box. Oh, Herrera takes a hard shot right at the body. He goes down. Let's see if he's okay. We can hear that one nice and loud all the way up here, Larry.
Yeah, London sending that ball in, and like we talked about Herrera being everywhere, that's not where he wanted to be on this exchange. You see this ball over to London. He takes a solid shot right into the side solar plexus of Herrera, and he goes down. Looks like he might be okay, just needs to get a little bit of wind in those lungs.
Yeah, Lundin certainly didn't mean to do that, but it looks like he's being helped up here. It looks like he's okay. Like you said, got to get that wind back. I was certainly knocked out of him there.
Yeah, Lundin, the Aurora Grande, California native. Last year he was with Albion San Diego.
All right, so we're going to get a throw in here in the deep defensive third of Georgia. Savannah with the throw. Into the box. And just not able to get a foot on it was Savannah forward there, and goal kick for Georgia.
And John, the wind is coming from far side to near side, and when that throw was done, that ball just set in the air.
Yeah, McLeod not able to get a handle on that one, and yeah, the breeze has really picked up right now. And it's been a sustained breeze here for the past few moments. Now, long ball looking for Quanco. Quanco battling for it, and he's going to get called for the foul.
Conquo doing his best there, trying to sell that he was the fouler, not the foulee, not the fouler. But Christopher Haggerty having nothing there. They know each other from playing around here in the Georgia area. Haggerty, one of the best center officials we have down here in Georgia.
Nelson with the ball. Over to Schneider on the near side. Some quick passing by Savannah as we're approaching the 44th minute here. Time is running out in this first half. Savannah looking to put one on the board before the whistle. Into the box comes Savannah, in control of it and cleared away by Rios. Boateng sends it up high in the air. But Schneider headed forward for Savannah, but it's going to wind up in the foot of Sue, and he's going to send it long and to the sidelines, and it's going to go out of play.
And John, that's one of those results where you're down by 2 and you're trying to force the ball into the middle of the box to be able to take the shot. You allow Georgia FC's defense to get back and defend that ball.
Hayes is going to clear it out past midfield, and it's going to sail out of play. Another throw for Savannah. We haven't had any major delays, so I don't think we'll have a whole lot of stoppage time. We'll get an indication from the center ref. We'll pass it along.
Yeah, John, I'm going to say no more than 2 if I was guessing.
That would be my assessment as well, Larry. Now Sue along the near touch. He's surrounded by 2 players, and he's dispossessed by Lundin. Lundin now gets by Rios. Lundin now charging into the box. He's got 2 men on him, looking for a pass, and it's going to be deflected out of play.
Great work by Gaboy. Just put a foot on it, clear it out. Yes, John, indeed. 2 minutes is what we're seeing the 4th official put up. 2 minutes of stoppage time.
All right, 2 minutes of stoppage time. Time for Savannah to do something. Once more, throw in the deep defensive third. And Herrera's going to clear that for Georgia. This is going to go to midfield. Lawyers with it at center circle. He's going to send it right back in, and too far for anyone. Out of play, goal kick for Georgia.
Very, very impressed with what I've seen today from Georgia FC. Stuck to the script that Coach Garcia put forth, held the line, got the 2 goals. Now they can continue to dictate the pace in that second half. Don't let up and allow them to come back into the match. Continue to dictate the pace. See this match out with a win.
All right, so Mendoza for Georgia. Oh, was looking for Herrera, and it's intercepted. And now here comes Hayes with a chance. He's in the box. Drops it back to Lundin. Lundin. Nice heel kick over to Schneider. Schneider.
Great tackle by
nice
Rios.
Tackle. Rios. Cerro. Now they're going to drop it back. Perhaps taking some time off that center ref's watch here and let the stoppage time run out and go into half with a 2-0 lead. There's Sue along the near touch. So Georgia elect to play a little bit of keep away here as we wind down in the first half. Clark with it. He's going to send it past midfield. Schneider heads it forward. It's hit it by Cerro. And that's the whistle, I believe. That's the end of the first half. And a great half for Georgia FC as they take a 2-0 lead in the latter stages of the first half here. So, Larry, your thoughts on the first half, my friend?
Very, very, very impressed with what Coach Garcia was able to do here with the squad. Did exactly what they needed to do. Got through those first 2 goals, 26th minute for Aquanquo and the
35th minute.
36th minute
36.
for Herrera. Were able to dictate that pace. That's exactly what they needed. But what they don't need to do is allow Savannah back into this match. Continue to dictate the pace. Keep Savannah guessing what's happening and see this out. Get a much-needed 3 points.
Very good. So we're going to take a break here right now for our halftime. Georgia FC on top of visiting Savannah Clovers FC 2-0 here. You're watching NISA Soccer on NISA Plus. We'll be back in a few minutes. Don't go away for the second half, folks. And welcome back, soccer fans, to NISA Plus. You're watching NISA Soccer here in beautiful Atlanta, Georgia, Silverbacks Park. Derby match going on. Interstate rivalry. Georgia FC hosting Savannah Clovers FC. And as Georgia FC looking for their first victory of the season, they lead 2-0 as we start the second half. Larry, what are your thoughts? So what does Georgia FC need to do to keep on top of Savannah, and what does Savannah have to do to get back into this match?
Well, you can already see it right now. What Savannah's doing is they're bringing on new firepower. Number 11 coming on for Savannah here.
Yeah, that's Green coming on for Schneider.
And you see Jeffrey Otu, he's also coming on for Georgia FC. He's going to replace Derek Boateng. That's a midfielder replacing a defender, but you can say that Boateng is a defender, but he's kind of like all over the pitch. So that's kind of a misnomer, because Boateng's all over the place, but he's listed as a defender. So big changes all across the board.
So we're moments away from the second half here. The visitors, Savannah Clovers FC, in the white kits today. They'll be going from left to right on your screen, and the home team, Georgia FC, an all blue kit, going from right to left for this second half.
But John, like you were saying, as Savannah's getting ready to kick that Zara ball, the official sponsored ball of NISA Soccer, Georgia FC needs to continue to dictate the pace like they did in the first 45.
All right, so Martinez at center circle, prepared to get this underway here. We're underway for the second half. And right away, they're going to send it deep into the Georgia FC defensive third and trying to work their way into the box. Momentarily comes out, and there's a shot from distance by Ainskoff, and it's going to go wide on the right side.
And you see they're trying to strike early there. Great opportunity for Savannah. And that one just going wide.
All right, so goal kick for Georgia FC. Clark will take it. He sends his teammates upfield here. He's going to send this one long. Big boot from Clark, way past midfield and headed backwards. Rios is going to get to it first. Inside the box, can he get around his man? Sends it in the middle, and there's a chip, but it's chipped away by the defense. But Herrera on the other side takes a hard shot, and what a stop by Crichton. Herrera's just been all over the pitch today for Georgia FC. Takes a hard shot, and Crichton really had to stand on his head to get that one, Larry.
Crichton had to get that one right. That beautiful ball that's coming from Jeffrey Otu, the newly entered player, and one time strikes that, and he had to get that right.
So corner for FC here in the early stages of the second half. Cero, number 10, will take it. Into the box it goes, and Crichton is right there to snag it out of the air. So a couple good sequences of play there for the Savannah goalkeeper. Crichton now, he's going to send this one long 50-50 ball, and Hayes winds up with it. He's going to push it ahead forward, but the defense is there for Georgia FC. They're going to push him back. Lundeen with it. He's going to send it over to Hargreaves. Hargreaves looking for Green. And nice pass, nice give and go. Martinez, nice sliding tackle there by Georgia FC, but Green gets it back, and he's going to send it too far and out for goal kick.
That was a good build-up of play there for Savannah Clovers. And John, so far in these first 3 minutes, both keepers really being tested.
So right away, a little bit of end-to-end action here in the early going of the second half. Georgia FC trying to bring the ball up. That's Mendoza with it, and he's going to send it back to what? Oh, we're going to get a whistle here. And Savannah did not like that call there.
Yeah, just a little bit of a clip of the heels there by number 11 for Savannah. That being Roddy Green.
And that was on Fuad, who went down, number 22. So Clark with the free kick. Right on the penalty line. Strong boot. And it's going to wind up at the feet of Ciro. Over to Sue on the far side. Ciro gets it back. Hands it back over to Sue. Sue, he's going to have to retreat. Mendoza. Sent back in. Herrera's now charging. He's got Aquanco in the middle. Shot taken, and Aquanco just couldn't quite catch up to it. And Rios is able to keep it in. The Rios working his way in. Finds Ciro. Shot taken and blocked. And Hargreaves comes away with it for Savannah.
John, that was everything right except the ball going into the back of the net. Beautiful ball from Herrera.
So Georgia FC picking up where they left off in the first half with a couple of really good scoring opportunities, just not able to cash in yet. Ciro goes down, number 10 for Georgia FC, but he gets up. Now Martinez for Savannah. Over to Ainscough. Back to Lundeen. Lundeen chips it ahead and trying to catch up to it, but way too hard and far. Goal kick for Georgia. As we're approaching the 50th minute.
And John, let's go back and watch that one more time. Watch this absolutely perfect ball forward. Herrera on the march on that far side. He slides it across Okonkwo exactly where he wanted to be, and he just couldn't get his touch on it. That could have been 3.
All right, Sue around his man, pushes it forward a little too far. He's going to lose the ball now. Here comes Savannah the other way. They're on the far side. Chip into the box. Kept in by Savannah. Trying to boot it out of the air, but it's sent up again. And cleared away nicely by Georgia FC. Now Georgia FC coming out. That's Otu with it. Looks for Herrera on the far side. Herrera with it. He's going to send it back to Otu. Otu looking back for Herrera. Herrera's got a man on him. 2 men now. Still in control. Nice play by Herrera to keep control of that ball. Now back to Mendoza. And Georgians find themselves retreating here. Lundeen for Savannah giving chase. Now here comes some pressure from Hayes. And Clark's just going to clear this out of play. So throwing on the near touch. Moyers sends it in. Now Rios, number 7, comes away with it. Looking for Herrera midfield. Herrera's got it. He's got wing here. That's Mendoza. Back to Ciro. Ciro. Over to Mendoza on the near side. He's going to drop it back to Rio. And Lundeen.
Good boy, just did not get a good touch there, John. Lucky to maintain possession.
Now big switch over Sue. Has it. He's going to drop it back to Otu. Otu, number 13. He's going to dish it back to Gaboy. Right at midfield. And Savannah causing the Georgia to retreat here. And now they're going to end up with it on that far side. Savannah looking for a goal. They want to cut this lead in half. Down by 2. And there was a cross in the middle. It was intercepted, cleared, but Savannah still with it at midfield now. Moyers with it. Looking for a place to go. He's going to chip in looking for Hayes. Lundeen ends up with it right outside the box. He's going to send it in. And that's going to be McLeod in the corner catching up to it. Working their way back in the box again and headed forward by Lundeen, but softly goes to Clark. Clark able to make an easy save there.
Good positioning by Lundeen, not able to get any power on that header, easily controlled by Clark.
So Clark gets it back. 0-2. 0-2. Too hard for Sue, or for Mendoza rather. It's going to be a quick throw for Savannah. Hargraves with it. Now on the far side is Savannah. Trying to work their way inside, looking for Martinez. It's taken away by Georgia FC.
Good step by Gaboy to step in that line of pass, earn it for Georgia FC.
Ciro briefly loses it, but gets it back. And now he pushes ahead, and a big collision there, and both players go down. And they're going to call that foul on Nelson.
Okonkwo coming out, the victim there. It's hard to tell on that one, John, how I feel. We'll go back and look at the replay and see what we think. Because you can see as this ball comes forward by Cerro, Okonkwo is there trying to win the 50-50, collides. That one's a tough one, John.
Yeah, definitely took the brunt of that. But he's up. He's a gamer. Now back to live play. Moyers sends it long into the penalty box, headed forward, and booted up in the air by O2. It's going to go past the goal line. So we're going to line up here for a corner for Savannah. They're past the 55-minute mark. Let's see what Savannah can do with this set piece here. They need a goal. They want to get on the scoreboard here and cut this lead in half. A low kick into the box, cleared away by Georgia FC. Moyer giving chase at midfield. He's going to send it back deep. How's Green headed up in the air. Lundeen with it. He loses it. Here comes Georgia FC on the charge. He's got Rios on the wing. Rios has it now. Works his way into the box. Looking for Ciro, couldn't find him. Lundeen now has it for Savannah. Martinez. Hargraves. And we get a whistle.
And John, it was off the ball and it was off frame, but it looked like Nelson, number 3, took a knock, twisted an ankle or something. He's definitely feeling, I don't know if he was possibly stepped on as they were going into the box. I didn't see, and it wasn't on video, it wasn't on camera.
Yeah, I was away from the ball. I certainly didn't see what transpired, but hopefully he'll be all right. Trainer's out now to take a look. They're looking at that right ankle, looks like. And hopefully he'll be okay.
Say, fans, check out NISA's new streaming platform, NISA Plus, your home for the latest content, highlights, live matches. It's all here, all the action in one place, only on NISA Plus.
So meanwhile, trainer gets Nelson up, and we'll see if he's able to stay in the match.
Gonna try to jog that off. Need a little bit of that magic spray, John.
And get him right back in.
Exactly. We'll see if he can continue. Looks like we have a substitute, or just getting a drink of water. I wasn't sure there. Just getting a drink of water.
All right, so back to live play. Moyer is going to send it deep. Hayes is there and trying to split the defense. Not able to. Ball goes past the goal line.
Center official is going to let Nelson back into the match when he's ready. And here he comes.
All right, so Nelson looking a lot better now.
Going to be a corner.
Another corner for Savannah on the far side. Another set piece here for the visitors. Still looking for their first goal of the match. In to the box and cleared away once more by Georgia FC. Nice clear.
That's what we needed to do. We didn't need those extra bounces.
Ciro momentarily stole it, but ball's going to go back to Crichton. Crichton boots it forward. Headed forward by Green, but it's going to go to Georgia FC. Clark under pressure now. There's a pressure here by Savannah. And past the touchline.
And Mendoza wasn't able to control that, John. Got a little lax trying to play in tight spaces there.
And Savannah calling for delay there as the kick after the whistle, but not going to get it. Moyer will throw this in for Savannah. We're approaching the 60th minute mark here in the second half. 2-0 is still our score. Georgia FC on top after a scintillating late second half surge. And now goal kick for Georgia FC. So Clark just sends it over to Mendoza. Now over to Sue. 2-2, looking for Herrera. Herrera here kicks it forward, but Savannah players there to boot it up in the air. Lundin, 50-50 ball. Hargraves sends it forward. But Ciro's going to come away with it. Now past midfield comes Georgia FC on the far side. Drops it back to Ciro. Ciro has Hargraves on him.
Okonkwo was trying to split those two defenders, John. 0-2 just didn't get the ball to him in time.
So throw for Georgia. Looking for Herrera. What a whale of a match he's had. And Georgia is trying to break into that penalty box area. Not able to. But now a cross. Rios was there but not able to get to it. Savannah charging out now past midfield. Chipped ahead looking for Hayes. Hayes on the far side. But he's got a sea of blue jerseys coming in along with him. But he's able to find an open man. Moving into the box and takes a shot. Lundin, can he catch up to it? He can, right outside the box. He's going to chip it back in. And there's a collision there. Clark went up for it, but it was two players diving for it, and Savannah player takes the worst of it. He's down now. Again, Savannah looking for a foul, but do not get it.
Yeah, we'll take a look at the replay, John, and you can see here this ball in a dangerous position as Lundin puts it back in to the striking zone. Collision between the defender, the goalkeeper, and the attacking Savannah player.
All right, goal kick for Georgia. Clark. Big boot, 50-50 ball. And Hargraves comes away with it. Oh, and loses it to Rios. Rios puts it in. Rios takes it. Goal for Georgia FC. 3-0 is now the score on a giveaway by Savannah. And Rios makes them pay.
And John, you want to talk about soccer IQ. Look at Rios. He knows where he's going to go with it, and he just steps in the line, takes that away, puts it in the back of the net. Thank you very much. 3-0, Georgia FC.
In the 63rd minute, so commanding 3-0 lead now for Georgia FC. And it certainly looks like things are starting to gel for Georgia FC, Larry, as we're now in their third match of their inaugural season here in NISA Soccer.
And it's one of those things, John, where it's just going to get better and better as these guys get used to playing with each other. A lot of these guys have played on the same pitch, but they've been opponents. This is where they're really teammates.
So Clark's going to pick this up. He's going to dish it off to the defenseman. It's Mendoza. Pushes up, looking for Herrera. And it's off Savannah, so throw in for Georgia FC. So in the early going, it was looking like Savannah's day, creating a lot of opportunities for themselves, but not able to cash in. And then as we got later in the first half, Georgia FC's taken over, and they cashed in on their opportunities. And now they cash in once more off a Savannah mistake, and they're looking at a 3-0 lead now. Hayes with it to Martinez. Martinez drops it back. Now looking for Green, but it winds up on Lundin. Lundin's going to take a shot from distance, and it's way off the mark.
And it looks like Coach Garcia is building up some substitutions over there, John. And Coach Garcia in the Georgia FC squad, they got to feel really confident. Their inaugural open match here at home was a 1-1 draw. They're winning right now, and then next Friday on the 3rd, they're going to welcome Club de Leon back to Silverbacks Park for hopefully a very, very critical 3 points.
So live play back here, Savannah. 0-2 with it. Giving chase is Hargraves. Hargraves, heel kick. He's going to get it back. And sliding tackle. And it's going to wind up for a throw for Savannah deep in the defensive third of Georgia.
Great work there from Jeffrey Otu, the Ghananese player. He's one of those players that just floats on the field. It just looks effortless.
So Moyers, the money man for Savannah, throws us in deep into the box. And it's headed, but out past the goal line for a goal kick.
And he got his head on that right, John. He just wasn't on frame.
So Clark sets the ball on the ground, presumably for a long kick. Yeah, he's going to send his back line forward. He's going to boot this one long. Strong kick there. 50-50 ball headed straight up in the air by Savannah. Nelson with the header over the back of a Georgia player. Now Lundin. And they're going to retrieve. They're going to send it back to Crichton. Crichton's going to boot it up high. 50-50 ball won by Hargraves. But they're going to lose the ball. There comes Rios now. He just scored. He's inside the box. He's got a man on him. And passes behind Mendoza. But he gets it back. Now they send it back and send it back in. Now at midfield. Sue with it. Losing it now. Here comes Savannah. And they lose a Herrera there. And he's pulled down. So Herrera just all over the field today for Georgia FC.
That's going to be the first yellow card of the match, John.
So perhaps a little frustration setting in for Savannah. They pick up a yellow here. And now here comes the substitution, Larry.
Okonkwo's day is done.
Yes, sir.
He's going to be replaced by number 9.
Alexander Filion.
And
Gaboy's
day is done. He's going to be replaced
by Harrison.
By number 14, Harrison, the Jamaican. He's also a player that has played around in this Atlanta area.
So a couple of substitutions here by Georgia FC.
Harrison, one of the former Jamaica Seas United players.
All right, Hayes with it. And nice takeaway by Georgia FC. Acero on the far side, crossing midfield. And he goes down. Oh, and may have taken a boot while he was down on the ground there, but flag is up.
Yeah, he extended his foot trying to hit it and was stepped on. He's wanting the foul, and then you kind of get the aftermath of the offsides.
Yeah,
so it ended up working in Georgia FC's favor, but Cerro is also going to feel that knock.
Yeah, he will. And Sarah looked like Sarah wanted the referee to come over and take a look at the damage, but
You always
play
want
on.
to do that as a player. Look at what he did to me.
Exactly. That's Harrison, who just came in. His way looking for Mendoza. And hard clear out of play. Mendoza will throw in for Georgia at midfield. And Harrison sent it back to Mendoza, not able to control it with the header. It's now Ainscough, number 12. He's going to throw in for Savannah here on the near touch. Back to Moyers. Moyers sent it over to De Leon. And Cerro winds up with it past midfield. On the far side is Herrera. Herrera sends it back to Cerro. Cerro over to Harrison. Harrison under pressure gets it back to Cerro. And back and forth here at midfield. And Cerro sends it in. On that far side is Georgia. Trying to work their way inside the box, and a heavy touch there, and ball's going to go out of play
Rio's
for a goal kick.
Rio's trying to work on that other side, John, and just pushed that ball too far in front of him. Couldn't run it down.
So Crichton, goal kick for Savannah as we're approaching the 70th minute. 50-50 ball. And now Rios has it on the near side. He's got Mendoza coming in, but he likes to take himself, and it's headed forward, redirected by Fillion, but goes right to Crichton. Crichton sends up midfield looking for Savannah player. Goes to Ainscough. Ainscough over to Green. Now into the box, and Sue knocks down Savannah player, but no foul. And Clark's going to grab it. Past the 70th minute mark now. Time is starting to become a factor here, especially when you're down 3, Larry.
Yeah, got a little dangerous with that ball there into the box for Savannah. Luckily, Georgia FC able to control it, so is able to see that ball away into Clark's hands.
Nice move by Lundeen. He's got 2 men on him. He loses it momentarily, but gets it back. Now Savannah chip into the box. And sending it over to Ainscough. Ainscough has to go retreat. Now inside the box and work his way in the middle is Green. Green takes a shot. It's deflected away. Martinez now is going to let it go out, and we're going to have a corner kick for Savannah.
Savannah starting to get a bit frustrated. Not going their way today.
So we'll get a corner here on the near side. Left footed boot up in the box, and Clark goes up and grabs that. Nice play by Clark.
Good grab by the keeper there. Controlling his box, even if it means he takes out one of his own.
And we do have a Georgia player down. Maybe from friendly fire.
Yeah, just with that jump in the air. Adeniyi got a little bit of an elbow talking to Haggerty, center official, about it, as Coach Garcia is lining up another substitute.
So Garcia making the moves, wants to preserve this 3-0 lead they have. Al Harrison in the middle. He's going to send it looking for Cerro. Cerro able to control it on the far side. Lundeen is there. Momentarily to Sue. Sue sends it back to Cerro. Now they'll retreat. Mendoza cleared ahead by Nelson for Savannah. Midfield, and flag is up. So we're going to throw here for Georgia FC as we're approaching the 73rd minute. Fillion sends it forward, but Savannah is there. Georgia FC Ciro had it. He's taken down. Whistle blown. Foul given. So Ciro's taken a couple bumps here in the past couple minutes. But it looks like we're going to bring in 2 more players here for Georgia FC, Larry.
Definitely so. Looks like Ciro's day is done just with that little bit of a foul there. He's going to be replaced by, I think it was number 12. And Herrera's day is done. I say the man of the match so far.
Yes, I agree. He scored the second goal, but he was definitely a playmaker this whole match all over the field as Herrera. He certainly earned his rest of the day off here. So Georgia FC making liberal use of their substitutions.
And you got Victor Valencia coming in for Kevin Herrera. That's a bit of a like for like.
That's Rios with it. Gets it back. Drops it back to Harrison. Harrison's going to give it to Rios. And Georgia will try and reset. The ball's going to go off of Savannah player, so we'll get a throw in here for Georgia FC. So deep throw, and it's going to be headed up and out by Savannah, so we'll do this again.
And John, as these minutes tick away, all Savannah can do is think about the 5-hour drive back home and think about what could have happened.
All right. Ball in. Savannah trying to clear their side of the field here. They'll drop it back to Crichton. Crichton boots it forward. But Georgia's there to head it back. Out midfield. Give and go. Here comes Savannah now. Working away around the defense is number 11, Green, for Savannah. Green to Martinez. Martinez loses it, but they're going to call a foul on number 22 for Georgia.
Yeah, I wasn't sure Adeniyi, he put a foot in. I wasn't sure if they were going to call the foul, but Christopher Haggerty did indeed call that foul.
So foul on Adeniyi.
Take a look at it, John. You can see here as this ball comes across, and he just will put a foot in right there.
So Hargroves, number 24, will do this free kick. And he's going to chip it, looking in the far corner. And, oh, nice. Nice play by Lundin to get a shot off, but wasn't able to get a strong shot off, and Clark was there. Good position by Clark to make that save.
And he had to get that right because the Georgia FC defense kind of let Clark down there, allowed Savannah with a shot.
Rios has Mendoza on the wing, but he's going to lose it out of control. Moyers breaks that up. Moyers complaining to the referee. Throw into Rios.
Yeah, Moyers was upset with a little bit of a just shoulder bump from Mendoza as he was going towards the throw-in, feeling like that was extracurricular.
Yeah, Moyers checking out the strawberry he has on his hip there. Harrison. Mendoza quickly back to Harrison. Harrison sends it crossing over to the other side. Intercepted by Savannah, and the header's going to go out past the far touch, so throw for Georgia FC. Time definitely starting to run out here on Savannah as we're approaching or past the 77th minute now. Ball sent forward. Nelson is there, and foul is called.
Nelson just able to hold up there, allow the Georgia FC player to just run through him, earn that foul. That was smart thinking by Nelson.
You're watching NISA Soccer on NISA Plus. John Reno alongside Larry Weaver bring you today's action from Silverbacks Park in Atlanta, Georgia. Georgia FC in their inaugural season with a 3-0 lead over visitor Savannah Clovers FC.
And John, as this wind is starting to die down a little bit, you can see that Zara ball, the main sponsor for Nisa Soccer, you can see it is not floating like it was in those first few 45.
Yeah, we had some stronger winds in that first half for sure. Now just awaiting this free kick here for Savannah.
And see center official just having a discussion with the line, making everybody think.
And now he has things the way he wants it. And ball into the box, and not able to get his hands on it was Clark, but it looks like the ball will be cleared.
But it was a great push out by Clark. He knew he couldn't get there, so he just pushed it away.
Yeah, from my vantage point, I was looking directly at him. It's kind of hard to tell if he was trying to grab it or push it away, but he definitely got it out on a push. Sent back in, headed up, and he gets this one now. Beautiful play by Clark to go up and grab that.
And that's exactly what you do as a keeper. As you come up, get that forward knee up in the air to protect you. Grab that ball.
Oh, clip from behind there. 0-2. And there's a yellow. Second yellow of the match. That's going to go on Hayes.
That was a nasty foul there, John.
0-2 down. You could hear him from up here. He's in a lot of pain. We'll take another look at that one.
Because you can see as this ball comes out and 0-2 starts to move forward, he just kind of
stuck his foot out and clipped him pretty good there.
Yeah, lazily just swiped at him there. He's lucky that he got just a yellow for something like that. I don't think it was egregious enough for a red, but it's definitely.
It was close.
Yeah, it was.
It was close. And that's what Rios is arguing here. Looking for more is Georgia, but it'll remain a yellow.
And that just comes from frustration, John. 80 minutes into this match, you're 3 goals down. You're just not able to do anything positive with the ball. You see another substitution, this time for Savannah.
That's Martinez going out for Savannah. And then comes Cruz, number 30.
I think at this point it's just a matter of getting some players some minutes on the pitch. Like we said, Savannah is going to have a little bit of time off. Their next match isn't until May 13th when they take on this same, May 15th when they take on this same Georgia FC at Memorial Stadium.
Yeah, unfortunately for Savannah, they're going to have a couple of weeks to mull this one over before they get a shot at revenge.
Yeah, first die is cast in the positive side for Georgia FC.
Barring a miracle here. Now Savannah at midfield. Some quick passes, Hargraves with it. He's got a man on him. Lundeen looking for it, doesn't get it. And Green decides to switch up over to Nelson. And able to keep the ball in on that far side. Now the ball goes out, and they're going to say off Georgia players to throw for here for Savannah. As we're past the 82nd minute. Into the box, and we get a whistle. And once more complaining to the referee, Savannah. Again, showing a little bit of that frustration that we talked about, Larry.
You just don't want to make a mistake and cost yourself, get a red card, because not only do you have to think about it for 2 weeks, then you got to play this same crew.
So Clark, the keeper for Georgia FC, will send this one long. Looking to keep his clean sheet as we are nearing the conclusion of this matchup. Now chip in long and going for it is Hunt, and he's got 2 men on him. Finally losing control. cleared, but Georgia's there. And they're going to drop it back, take some time off that clock. And they're going to go all the way back to Clark. And he's going to send it long, looking for number 11 there on the far side.
And like I said earlier, John, this is just the beginning of action here for this weekend in NISA Soccer. Tomorrow, the 27th, you've got Michigan Stars FC welcoming Club de Leon at 7 p.m. Eastern to Romeo Stadium. Los Angeles Force, they welcome Capo FC to Veterans Memorial Stadium at 10 p.m. Eastern. And Sunday, Irvine Zeta FC welcoming Arizona FC, Monsoon FC, 8 p.m. Eastern, Championship Stadium. Watch all the action on NISA Plus.
A lot of great NISA soccer action coming your way, folks. Don't want to miss any of it. Georgia FC moving their way into the defensive third and chip in the box, looking for Fillion. Not able to find him. But the ball is going to trickle over to Crichton. He's going to grab it.
Tried to get fancy there, John.
Crichton puts it up in the air, 50-50 ball. Harrison. And we get a foul called.
Harrison, the astute 27-year-old, he was able to maintain that position and earn that foul.
Fadanini with it. He's going to a strong one over on the far side. Oh.
That's the second time that Nelson has taken a solid shot to that ankle. Yellow card issued there.
Yeah, certainly not intent there. Just Nelson just got kind of was diving through and got hit and goes flying, but certainly not an intentional foul. So Georgia FC picks up their first yellow of the match here late in the second half. Crichton standing over the ball as we are past the 85th minute. So less than 5 minutes plus whatever stoppage we have. We might have more than a couple minutes for this half.
Yeah,
we had
a few more stoppages this second half, John.
Yeah, a few injuries, timeouts, and multiple substitutions. But still may not be enough time for the visitor, Savannah Clovers. Now here comes a chance for us. Oh, what a save by Crichton. But Fillion has it. Can he catch up to it? Crichton made the save of the match there.
Sensational save there by Crichton. We'll take a look at that again because that was perfect.
Beautiful save for Crichton. And we'll bring you that replay when we're able to. It's certainly worth a second look. 0-2. Gives way to Sue along the far side. Sue pushes it forward. A little too far. Nelson's going to get to it first. He's going to drop it back to Crichton. Crichton sends it back in a hurry to midfield. 50-50 ball. Ainskoff sends it in the middle to Lundeen. Lundeen sends it on the far side. Now Savannah looking to get on the scoreboard here late. There is a shot in from distance. Clark scoops that up. He's going to get that out quickly. Moving it ahead. And that's Valencia to Rios. Rios goal scorer number 3 for Georgia. Valencia gets it back, has a chance, and it's going to be deflected, and it's going to go. It is going to go off of Georgia FC player.
The AR was calling it a corner.
Yeah.
Center official called that a goal kick. As you see, another substitute coming on for Savannah.
So that's Hayes going out for Savannah.
Number 7 coming in.
Proctor. That'd be Jack Proctor coming in. So yeah, I saw the AR there indicate a corner, but overruled. Booted way up high in the air, and Clark is just going to grab it. Smart play, just grab it, reset, kill some more clock here. Now Proctor, who just came in, is giving chase. But able to come free and away is Georgia FC now past midfield. Now Sue with it, drops it back to 0-2. 0-2, a little heavy touch, had to go retrieve it. And they'll send it back to Clark. Clark sends it right back out. Ball short looking for Rios. Knight will get to it. Proctor with it. To Ainskoff. Ainskoff.
At this point, John, Savannah just looking for something to build upon.
Goal differential is important, so you want to, you may lose the match, but you want to get on the scoreboard if you can. And that's going to be cleared past the touch. Moyers is going to send it in quick. Sends it to DeLeon here at midfield. To Hargroves. Hargroves to Ainskoff. It's going to come back to Moore at midfield. And he's going to give way to DeLeon now. Looking for a way to get in here is Savannah. Now they'll go ahead and try the other side here, presumably. A bit of a wind picking up now. And now Rios comes away with it for Georgia FC. And looking ahead, but Savannah was there. Hargroves with it. At midfield, here comes Savannah now. 0-2 on defense. Nice play by 0-2, but Savannah still in control. Hargroves. Now on the far side, right outside the box. Now takes a shot. Good position by Clark. He makes a save. We are into stoppage time by our clock here. We get an indication of how much stoppage. We'll pass that along. Now ball goes by everyone here and out of play. And they're going to say throw for Savannah. Hargroves with it. So we are in stoppage. Savannah looking to salvage this game and see if they can get on the scoreboard and break up Clark's clean sheet.
And I never saw an official set of time, John, so
No,
I don't know.
I didn't see one either. I didn't see one either. So presumably a little more than the 2 minutes we had in the first half, I would think.
Indeed.
But we'll be with you all here till the very end. Ball's going to go out. And AR indicates goal kick. And so it looks like we're going to get a corner now. Center ref says corner. So here's a chance for Savannah to get on the scoreboard.
And this is definitely, don't make a mistake, Georgia FC.
Boot in and up and cleared away.
Perfect work by Clark there. Just push it away.
All right, so they'll do this again. They'll do the corner from the other side. This will be Cruz. Quickly pushes it into the box. And there's a shot, and we get a whistle.
Foul committed. Looked like Nelson could have been the one that committed the foul.
And I was fortunate for Georgia FC there, as Savannah had a really good shot at putting that one in the back of the net. But foul is called, so Georgia FC preserves that shutout for now. Clark with it. He'll take his time. He'll boot this one as far as he can. This inaugural derby between, and is that it? That's our final whistle. So there you have it, folks. Georgia FC pick up the win here at home, their first win in Nissa. Here on Nissa Plus, 3-0 over Savannah FC, Savannah Clovers FC. Larry, what are your thoughts on the match?
Perfectly executed by Georgia FC today. Exactly what we talked about in the keys to the matchup. Dictate the pace, get the ball up to Patrick Okonkwo, get those early goals, set the tone, get out of here with 3 points.
A great match for Georgia FC. They are in the victory today. And fantastic goals by Patrick Okonkwo. Herrera, man of the match, I think. Getting the second one. And Rios capitalizing off of a mistake, a giveaway by Savannah, closes out for Georgia FC. 3-0 is our score. And that is going to do it for us here today. We thank you for joining us here at Silverbacks Park here in Atlanta, Georgia. I'm John Reno. Along beside me is Larry Weaver. Once again, our final score, Georgia FC 3, Savannah Clovers FC 0. That's it. We'll see you next time, folks. Have a good night.